All right, so basically we have seen how to create various different shapes, built-in shapes, how to use them inside SwiftUI. Now you must have noticed that at any point, whenever we were creating this fill or stroke, we never combined those two together. We didn't do something like stroke and then fill this with a color, color dot orange, for example, right? Okay, so if you notice, that did not go very well, because what it did is it changed the color of the stroke itself instead of filling it with a color. Well, that is something where the overlay comes into picture. So it's not possible, at least at this point, up until SwiftUI 2.0, for the shapes to have both fill and the stroke properties. Now, if in case you want to have one, how would you overcome that? So for that, we can employ a common technique that you must have seen throughout SwiftUI, which is using overlays or using background modifiers. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to take a rounded rectangle in this case, and I'm going to say the corner radius for this rounded rectangle is going to be, let's take 25. Okay, we are going to fill this with a color, maybe let's fill it with the orange. Okay, and then we want to provide a border around this. Now I want to add some padding so there's some breathing room around it. Okay, now we want to actually have a border around this, right? So we can actually add overlay. It's okay. So overlay is gonna be something that is gonna be drawn on the top. So we can actually essentially create that with the same modifier or same shape. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy, the rounded rectangle, and I'm gonna use that again. Okay, but this time as you can see, as soon as we paste it, it's filled with black color. That's actually the default, and we're gonna say we don't want that. We want to have this as a stroke or the border around this guy. So say stroke with color dot blue maybe, and for the line width we're gonna say it's gonna be 5. Okay, and there we go. There we have our border around the shape that we just created. So essentially, what you're doing here is you are overlaying two shapes on the top of each other. That's why overlay. That's why overlay modifier, right? And you're overlaying, but you're actually essentially combining those two shapes into one to achieve the look that you want to achieve. Okay, so that's how you actually combine two different shapes. Okay, so next let's go ahead and talk about the custom paths in shapes.